Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Thursday, April 11, 2024. This is my daily vlog, my regular morning ritual stand-up where I report on what I've been doing and doing next and have planned in the near future for making content creation sustainable indefinitely. If you watched yesterday. Let's start by talking about what's going on, what happened yesterday. So I completed that kind of pseudo-editorial thing on the 400 mini firmware. Got that out. It's a, I tell you, it's a low performer of my last 10, but it's a great problem to have. I have so many high performers lately, like all those plays, they're all up in the top 4 or 5, and so this video it did 2,500 views overnight. Nothing to sneeze at, but it's getting a lot of good engagement, a lot of good comments. It's like we talked about that Ninja Turtle review last week. It's not always just about exactly how many views, though more is better. But if a video, amongst the people who saw it, there's a lot of engagement, there's a lot of conversation. It's doing that community work, so I'm happy that I did that. Although I'm finding that, just as I heard from some other creators, the guys over in the Vertical Blank were telling me that, yeah, just there's the 400 mini stuff is cooling off, and so I think maybe I'll take a rest from that until new news pops, like there is a new firmware, there's new development or something like that, because the last couple I've done have not really performed as well as you might have thought for a new gadget. So it's still valid, but it's not my top priority right now, so I think I'll be shifting to some other stuff. Not that I'm disinterested, just I got a job to do, you know. The thing I was waiting for to be delivered finally showed up. It's the 1/6 scale Berserk cabinet from New Wave Toys. So that's here now. We'll get after that shortly. Yesterday also I had to do a little bit of writing and research for the podcast we will record on Friday. Did all that, and we recorded 1980s Now live last night on YouTube and Facebook. And it was 9 o'clock when there was the day. It was filled up. So stats wise, a quick update. Once more, you'll know I have an imaginary line I would like to be at, which is an average over the last 7 days of 10,000 views and 50 subscribers. We're still at 11,000 views, just a squeak under maybe, so well above there. 42 subscribers, still under that bar, so we're kind of straddling it on both sides. No new milestone today. We're about halfway to the next one, so we're about 150 away from 48,000, the bigger milestone, which I would expect, if not tomorrow, then probably tomorrow, but if not tomorrow, then certainly over the weekend. So let's talk today, which today's pretty well lined up. My Thursdays have become very predictable. They're almost like Tuesdays now. So today I'll be shooting and editing the next Friday plays. My intent, as always, is to get it out to members early, so they get it on Thursday, and then it publishes tomorrow afternoon. I have a little more podcast writing to do, not much, just a tad. I'll do that. Also, in the afternoon, I'll get started on that Berserk. I don't know that I will actually start shooting, but I got to research a little. I've got to do thumbnailing, things like that, so I'll get busy on some of that stuff today, and also planning for, again, laying out what's going to happen next week as we get towards the end of the week. I find stacking that stuff. Also, probably sometime next week, I expect we might be able to wrap up that sponsored video and get that out as well. So promoting another creator's vision and their own project. That's Mo had a meeting with them last night, showed them our work in progress. They had a few notes that we're working on. I got to wrap that up probably between now and end of next week, I'd expect. And then tonight, finally, I'm going to see a movie. I've been in a movie in a couple of weeks. Going to go see that new Civil War movie. It's got great reviews. I also hear it's very terrifying. And I heard one reviewer say it's a great movie that they never want to have to see again. So I like theater that does something to you, that if it elicits an emotion, is not just a popcorn movie every once in a while. So this sounds like it could be pretty heavy. So go see that tonight, I think. So that'll wrap up my Thursday. Knowing that tomorrow we'll be prepping for the next week and podcast recording. So we'll talk about that, though, in the morning. So, I'm going to go ahead and get after it today. Thank you for popping in to check out today's vlog. If you did, you know that if you are here every day, I love you for that. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me. Have a great Thursday. Remember to do something good for yourself if you can. I'll talk to you again next day. Bye-bye.